Hi, everybody. Welcome to Act 4, Scenes 4 and 5 of Romeo and Juliet. Your instructions are always the same. Watch this through, pay attention to what the actors are doing, see if you can figure out what's going on, and then watch it through again, following along with the text so that you get a deeper understanding. So here we go. Act 4, Scene 4, Hall and Capulet's house. Enter Lady Capulet and nurse.
Hold, take these keys and fetch more spices, nurse.
They call for dates and quinces in the pastry.
Enter Capulet.
Come, stir, stir, stir. The second cock hath crowed. The curfew bell hath rung. 'Tis 3 o'clock. Look to the baked meats, good Angelica. Spare not for the cost.
Go, you cut queen, go. Get you to bed, Faith. You'll be sick tomorrow for this night's watching.
No, not a whit. What, I have watched ere now all night for lesser cause, and ne'er been sick.
Aye, you have been a mouse hunt in your time, but I will watch you from such watching now.
Exit Lady Capulet and nurse.
A jealous hood, a jealous hood.
Enter 3 or 4 serving men with spits, logs, and baskets.
Now, fellow, what's there?
Things for the cook, sir, but I know not what.
Make haste, make haste.
Exit first servant.
Sarah, fetch dryer logs. Call Peter, he will show thee where they are.
I have a head, sir, that will find out logs, and never trouble Peter for the matter. Exit.
Mass, and well said. A merry horse, and thou shalt be a loggerhead. Good faith, 'tis day. The county will be here with music straight, for so he said he would. I hear him near.
Music.
Nurse, wife, what ho, what, nurse, I say.
Re-enter nurse.
Go waken Juliet. Go and trim her up. I'll go and chat with Paris. Aye, make haste. Make haste, the bridegroom is come already. Make haste, I say.
And exit. And we move to the next scene. Act 4, Scene 5, Juliet's chamber. Enter nurse.
Mistress! What mistress? Juliet! Fast I warrant her, she. Why, lamb? Why, lady? Fie, you slug-a-bed! Why, love, I say, madam. Sweetheart! Why, bride? What, not a word? You take your penny's worth now. Sleep for a week. For the next night, I warrant, the county Paris hath set up his rest, that you shall rest but little. Oh, God forgive me. Oh, marry and amen. Ooh, how sound she is asleep. So I must wake her. Madam! 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 Ugh, I let the county take you in your bed. He'll fright you up, a faith. Will it not be?
Undraws the curtains.
What? Dressed? And in your clothes? And down again. I must needs wake you. Lady! 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 Alas! Alas! Help! Help! My lady's dead! Oh, well a day that I was ever born! Samacoviteho! My lord! My lady!
Enter Lady Capulet.
What noise is here?
Oh, lamentable day!
What is the matter?
Look! Look! Oh, heavy day!
Oh, me, my child! My only life, revive! Look up, or I will die with thee! Help! Help! Call help!
Enter Capulet.
For shame, bring Juliet forth. The Lord is come.
She's dead! Deceased! She's dead! Alack the day!
Alack the day, she's dead! She's dead! She's dead!
Ha, let me see her. Out. Alas, she's cold. Her blood is settled and her joints are stiff. Life and these lips have long been separated. Death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
Oh, lamentable day!
Woeful time!
Death that have taken her heads to make me wail ties up my tongue and will not let me speak.
Enter Friar Lawrence in Paris with musicians.
Come, is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. O son, the night before thy wedding day hath death lain with thy wife. There she lies, flowered as she was, deflowered by him. Death is my son-in-law. Death is my heir. My daughter he hath wedded. I will die and leave him all. Life, living, all is death's.
Have I thought long to see this morning's face? And doth it give me such a sight as this?
Cursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day, most miserable hour that e'er time saw in lasting labor of his pilgrimage. But one poor and loving child, the one thing to rejoice and solace in, and cruel death had catched it from my sight.
Oh, woe! Oh, woeful, woeful, woeful day! Most lamentable day, most woeful day that ever I did ever behold. Oh day, oh day, oh day, oh hateful day! Never was seen so black a day as this. Oh, woeful day! Oh, woeful day!
Beguiled, divorced, wronged, spited, slain, most detestable death by thee beguiled, by cruel thee quite overthrown. O love, O life, not life, but love in death.
Despised, distressed, hated, martyred, killed. Uncomfortable time, why camest thou now to murder our solemnity? O child, my soul and not my child, dead art thou. Alack, my child is dead, and with my child my joys are buried.
Peace ho! For shame! Confusion's cure lives not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself had part in this fair maid. Now heaven hath all, and all the better is it for the maid. Your part in her could not keep her from death, but heaven keeps his part in eternal life. The most you sought her was her promotion, for 'twas your heaven she should be advanced, and weep you now, seeing she is advanced above the clouds, as high as heaven itself. Oh, in this love, you love your child so ill that you run mad, seeing that she is well. She's not well married that lives married long, but she's best married that dies married young. Dry up your tears and stick your rosemary on this fair course, and, as the custom is, and in her best array, bear her to the church. For though fond nature bids us all lament, yet nature's tears are reason's merriment.
All things that we ordained festival turn from their office to black funeral. Our instruments to melancholy bells, our wedding cheer to a sad burial feast, our solemn hymns to sullen dirges change, our bridal flowers serve for a buried corse, and all things change them to the contrary.
Sir, go you in, and madam, go with him, and go, Sir Paris, everyone prepare to follow this fair course unto her grave. The heavens do lour upon you for some ill. Move them no more by crossing their high will.
Exit Capulet, Lady Capulet, Paris, and Friar Lawrence. Faith, we may put up our pipes and be gone.
Honest good fellows, put up, for well you know this is a pitiful case.
She exits. Aye, by my troth, the case may be amended. Enter Peter. Musicians, oh musicians! Heart's ease, oh, and you will have me live. Play heart's ease. Why heart's ease? Oh, musicians, because my heart itself plays, my heart is full of woe. Oh, play me some merry dump to comfort me. Not a dump, we, 'tis no time to play now. You will not then? No. I will then give it you soundly. What will you give us? No money, on my faith, but the gleek. I will give you the minstrel. Then I will give you the serving creature. Then will I lay the serving creature's dagger on your pate. I will carry no crotchets. I'll ree you, I'll fog you. Do you note me? And you ray us and thaw us, you note us. Pray you, put up your dagger, put out your wit. Then have at you with my wit. I will dry beat you with an iron wit, and put up my iron dagger. Answer me like, when gripping grief the heart doth wound, and doleful dumps the mind oppress. Then music with her silver sound. Why silver sound? Why music with her silver sound? What say you, Simon Catling? Marry, sir, because silver hath a sweet sound. Pretty. What say you, Hugh Rebeck? I say silver sound, because musicians sound for silver. Pretty, too. What say you, James Soundpost? Faith, I know not what to say. Oh, I cry you mercy. You are the singer. I will say for you. It is music with her silver sound, because musicians have no gold for sounding. Then music with her silver sound, with speedy help, doth lend redress. And Peter exits. What a pestilent knave is this same. Hang him, Jack. Come, we'll in here. Tarry for the mourners and stay dinner. Exit. Okay. So, I think the plot is pretty easy to decipher. So, in Act 4, Scene 4, they were all getting ready for the wedding, and I was ready to say Phil. And Capulet is, he's imbibing a little, he's drinking a little, he's, getting ready for this. He says, go send for Juliet. The nurse goes to find her, and she is dead. She's taken Friar Lawrence's potion. She's appearing dead. They're all reacting to the death. And at the end, you've got like Peter and the musicians, and they're goofy back and forth, trying to make sense of what's happening, which is kind of silly and inappropriate considering the death scene, but maybe it's to like lighten things a little bit. So what I'm going to ask you then is, I want to hear from each of the characters. What are you thinking and feeling in this scene? I want to hear from the nurse first, because she reacts more intensely and more emotionally than anybody else. So, nurse, what's going on with you?
Well, here I am thinking, I've spent the entire night before, like, getting ready for this wedding. I've cooked, I've cleaned, I've baked, I've done everything. And Juliet's not up, so okay, I'm gonna go get my girl ready for her wedding day. And here I am, I'm ready, going to the chapel, someone's getting married, I'm ready. And I open the windows to let the daylight in, and I'm like, come on, we need to get you dressed. And this is my daughter, kind of, like, I know it's not my daughter, but to the nurse, it's her daughter. And to feel her lifeless, it's almost like you can't believe it at first. So that's why I think all the repetitive lady, help, like, it's, I think if we were able to stage, it'd be like a shaking of, come on, no, you're just asleep. Come on, wake up. But this is her daughter in her heart. And what should be the happiest day has now turned into the worst day. A day that I think the nurse did not want to live again, because we do know that her daughter had died already and her husband has died already. This was something that she never, ever, ever wanted to tap into ever again. And it was all too real. And she's the first person to see it. She's the one that discovers the body.
Yeah.
And now it's a matter of just horror. The worst day. And she says, this is the worst, the blackest day. So yeah, this is her baby. This is her baby, regardless. Capulet's the mom. This is her baby. And I also think there's some guilt in it, because I think as the scene goes on, as other people are reacting to the death, I think it gives the nurse a chance to go, oh my God, did I have a hand in this? I told her that she should be marrying this other person, and I knew she was in love with somebody else. And could I have prevented it somehow? So I think that there is some guilt on top of the being upset that, the nurse may never be able to forgive herself after this.
Okay. All right. What about Capulet and Lady Capulet? What's going on with you guys? And do you guys feel any guilt? My question. Do you think?
Absolutely.
Start, my lady.
Yeah. Did you want to say something? Yeah, go
That-
for it.
lady.
Oh,
Go
absolutely.
ahead, you first, lady. You first, Lady Capulet, and then we'll go to Capulet.
Particularly Lady Capulet, not just because they've been yelling at her and telling her, you know, you have to do this and you have to do that, but then also like Lady Capulet doesn't have that kind of typical mother bond that we understand today. It's really more so her nurse raised her. And plot-wise, when you think of like the overall kind of arc, this is kind of the falling action in terms of they kind of realize, well, or leading up to the climax, it's a very important moment in terms of the narrative because Lady Capulet and the nurse and Capulet are all completely unaware. They think that she actually is dead, and that's kind of where the miscommunication is set up that happens for the next scene. Obviously, the intention was for the adults to think that she was dead, but yes, it's very important in terms of and part of her overall plan, her overall scheme of faking her death.
What about you, Dad? What are you feeling? Because you were the big meanie.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. You know, all this time, Capulet has been, you know, finagling to get this union, and he finally got what he wants, and she's going to marry. He had to threaten her, but she's going to marry the prince's cousin. So Capulet's all like excited, when the scene opens, he's like, you know, giving orders to this one. He's in a really, really good mood, and you know, go wake her up. It's time. Her bridegroom is here. So this is the big day, and he got it all together. He pulled all the strings, and he got it all together. So I think he's like very, very full of himself right now, and like, you know, very, very happy that this marriage is going to come off and things are going to go beautifully. And then when he finds out that she is, or thinks that she is dead, I think everything comes crashing down on him. And I think there is a certain amount of like guilt in that he orchestrated all this for this political gain, and all of a sudden he realizes that doesn't matter. I think he realized that doesn't matter. Oh, my daughter has died, the fairest flower, and everything we had planned is now ruined. And he's trying to explain to Paris, you know, his sorrow, and he says, death is my son-in-law now death is my son-in-law, and that's all I have left. So I think that it really comes crashing down on him, that what's really important. And now, of course, as far as he's concerned, it's too late. He has wasted all that time and all that energy to manipulate, and the only thing that really mattered was his daughter in the end, and now she's gone.
Yeah.
So it's like extremely tragic.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, Paris and then Friar, but Paris, so you had gotten into this marriage for your own personal gain. So how do you think the character feels now that, you know, she's dead?
I'm thinking that his prevailing emotion is he's upset with her, that he says that he's beguiled, that, you know, she tricked him, and she kind of lulled him into this false sense of security, and he was finally feeling good, and he was like, yeah, you know, I made this awesome political power play and my life is set and everything's gonna be great. And then he shows up and he's like, are you for real? Like, you would rather kill yourself than be with me? Like, what? He's pissed because she's dead, and he's not even considering how her family feels, or even his emotions about it, because he doesn't care about the emotional connection. He wanted this marriage of convenience. And yeah, he feels tricked. He feels betrayed.
Okay. And Friar, what's going on with you, do you think?
I think he's freaking out, just all over the place. This was not the original plan, and but he's gone with it still, and he's yeah, I think he's upset with the family that it has come to this. So I think he feels guilty that they're upset, but I think he's upset with them as well. Like, you know, this is really your fault. If you guys had, you know, paid attention to her needs and her wants, this never would have happened. So calm down, because she's in heaven and she's better off, believe me.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, behind the scenes,
Yes.
you all know.
She's not dead. Ha
It's gonna be bad.
Oh, you're brilliant. Brilliant. It's brilliant. That's why we love Shakespeare so much.
Yeah.
This kind of stuff.
Yeah,
You know, this is great stuff.
it really is.
All right, guys. Thank you. And everybody, we'll see you at the next recording. Bye.